Good morning, kids. So, today we will start with the topic ratio. You have already studied ratio in class 6. We are going to do revision. Okay. So, the signal is red. Bhaiya is going to do. You are going to learn. And I will give you the time to write. Okay. In the last class or last video, we learned about fractions, basic operations on fractions. So I gave you one example where I wanted to explain you what a fraction is, where I told you that if I scored 19 marks out of 25 marks, it was a fraction because it had numerator, it had denominator, right? So I want to take the same example and ask you, what do you think? Is it a ratio? Does it denote something? क्या ये कुछ express करता है? So think about all those things that you learnt about ratio in last class. Okay, I will give you 10 seconds. Pause the video and then come back. Okay, coming back. So when you see the numerator, it is 19. That is the marks that I have scored. And 25 is the denominator, that is the total marks. So what does 19 upon 25 or 19 by 25 show? It shows the ratio of marks scored to total marks, right? When I'm saying marks scored, that is the marks that I've scored, which is 19. And what was the total marks? जो पेपर है कितने मार्क्स का था 25 मार्क्स का, so this is 25. So ratio means you're denoting one expression with respect to another, right? What you are asked for example, you have been asked for marks scored to total marks, so marks scored is going to come in the numerator and total marks is going to come on the denominator. What if you are asked for total marks to marks scored? Okay, total marks to marks scored. Total marks is 25. 2 marks scored. What have you scored? 19. So this is the ratio which is reciprocal of this one, right? So whatever you are asked for, you have to write in that way. You have to express the ratio in that way. Okay. Take one more example. If you scored 20 and the paper was of 30 marks, okay, this is the total marks I am denoting by TM, and this is what you scored. If I ask you the ratio of what you scored to total marks, so what you scored comes first, to total marks comes second, that is in the denominator. So you are expressing this in the form of ratio, which is 20 upon 30. What if I ask you total marks to what you scored? Then it will be reciprocal. Total marks is 30, what you scored is 20. Clear? Okay. Now I will take one more example. Okay. Arpit Bhaiya's age is 20. Take for example, Arpit Bhaiya's age is 30. Again an example. Okay? We are talking about age. What is the ratio of Arpit Bhaiya's age to Abid Bhaiya's age? First question. And the second is, what is the ratio of Abid Bhaiya's age to Arpit Bhaiya's age? Okay. Now I will ask you, what is the first step? You have to find the ratio. Okay. Ratio of what? Whose age to whose age? So Arpit Bhaiya's age to Abid Bhaiya's age. So Arpit Bhaiya's age will come in the numerator and Abid Bhaiya's age will come in the denominator, which is 20 upon 30. Great. Now 20 upon 30 can further be simplified. You have done simplification of ratio. How will you do it? You will find a common factor for both the numerator and the denominator. मतलब कोई ऐसा number जो 20 और 30 दोनों को divide करता हो, ठीक है? So when Bhaiya was thinking of a number, Bhaiya thought 2 is a number that divides both. So I will divide the numerator and denominator by 2. So I will get 10 upon 15. Then Bhaiya is thinking, is there again another number that will divide both 10 and 15? Yes, it is, which is 5. Okay, in the numerator and denominator, when I write 5, that is 10 divided by 5 upon 15 divided by 5, it will be divided. So your answer will be 2 upon 3. So 20 upon 30 can be simplified in the form which is 2 upon 3. And there is one more way. Okay, 20 upon 30, Didi has already taught you. There is 1 0, there is 1 0. Both in numerator and denominator. We'll cut it and we'll get 2 upon 3. same. Okay, so we are simplifying the ratio. You have to find the common factor that will divide both the numerator and the denominator. Now this one you will help Bhaiya to do. Ratio of Abid Bhaiya's age to Arpit Bhaiya's age. Okay. So Abid Bhaiya's age will come first in the numerator, which is 30, and Arpit Bhaiya's age will come in the denominator, which is 20. If you simplify it, you will get 3 upon 2. Okay. So what we have learnt in this slide is what is ratio. How do you represent ratio? Whatever is asked will come in the numerator, and then whatever is asked in the second will come in the denominator. For example, Ankit's age to Alok's age. So Ankit's age will come in the numerator, Alok's age will come in the denominator. Okay. Now I will give you 2 minutes. Okay, pause the video, take note of it. Whatever you find important, just note it down and note your doubts too. And you will make a rough column to your right. Then we will come back. Okay, coming back. I will clear the screen. Now I want you to do some questions. Okay, you do. Signal is green. First one, write along with me. Find the ratio of first quantity to second quantity. Okay, first to the second quantity. 30 liters to 24 liters. Okay, 40 rupees to 120 rupees. And I also want you to simplify. अगर जहाँ पर ratio simplify हो सकता है वहाँ आप simplify करोगे. Okay, so second is 40 rupees to 120 rupees, then 60 paise to 1 rupee, and the last one 1 liter to 250 milliliter. Okay, first note it down, then I will tell you to pause. Okay, there is one important thing that I would like to tell you for these two. Take 15 seconds to note down. Okay, coming back. So you will solve it. I'm just explaining something. When you write the ratio of something, okay, this is my rough work. When you write the ratio of something, both the quantities in the numerator and the denominator should be in the same unit. Okay, for example, if I have to compare the ratio of 50 rupees to 100 rupees, so 50 rupees to 100 rupees, I can do that. But here I can't compare because it is paise and it is rupee. So I need to either convert paise into rupee or rupee into paise. So you have to use the fact that 1 rupee is equal to 100 paise, and then you have to solve it. Okay, this is the hint I have given, that is numerator and denominator should be in the same unit. For example, if we have 50 paise and 1 rupee, we have to find the ratio. So I will write 50 and 1 rupee is equal to 100 paise. So I will solve it then. Okay, so you will similarly solve this question. And here also you will use the relationship between liter and milliliter. I will not tell you, you have to find. So you have to convert liter into milliliter and then you have to find the ratio. So two quantities can be compared only when they have the same units. Okay, I will write it here. Two quantities, you will also note down, two quantities can be compared only when they have same unit. Okay, do this. Okay kids, now we are going to do some word problems on ratio. Okay, there is going to be a question of 2 or 3 sentences. You need to understand the meaning of the question and then find the ratio what has been asked for. Okay, So we will read the question together. You don't have to write anything. The signal is red and Bhaiya will do. Just read along with me. So the question is, on your screen, Rahul has a red ribbon which is 80 centimeter long. Okay, red ribbon 80 centimeter long, and a blue ribbon which is 2.20 meter long. What is the ratio of red ribbon to that of blue ribbon? Okay, so how will you present the answer to this question? First, try to understand what has been asked for. You have been asked to find the ratio of red ribbon to blue ribbon. Okay, so in the rough work, frame the solution to the question कि क्या पूछ रहा है, तो you have to find the ratio of red to blue. Okay, since it is a word problem, you have to write the entire statement. Okay, so you have to write like this: length of red ribbon is equal to 80 centimeter. I am not writing completely, but then you have to write length of blue ribbon is equal to 2.20 meter. You have to write the entire statement. Okay, I am not writing, but you have to write. Then what we need to find, ratio of red to blue ribbon. Okay, so red to blue is red upon blue, which is equal to 80 centimeter upon 2.20 meter. But in the last slide, I already told you that you can't compare two quantities until and unless they have the same unit. Here the units are not same. This is centimeter and this is meter. Okay, so you need to convert meter into centimeter, and the fact is that 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. So how much would this be? 2.20 meter would be 2.20 into 100, that is 220 centimeter. Okay, so I'm writing it down here. If you are not able to see, that is 2.20 meter will be equal to 220 centimeter, because 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. Now I can solve it. Numerator mein it will be 80 and denominator mein it will be 220. Okay, I have made the unit same. Both are now centimeter. Okay, so now when I am going to solve it, I can cut 10 and 10, and then I can divide 8 upon 22 by 2 to further simplify it, because both the numbers are divisible by 2, or 2 is the factor for both the numbers. So you will get 4 upon 11, which is your final answer. That is the ratio of red ribbon to blue ribbon is 4 by 11. Okay, I will revise. So first you started with reading the question, you formed statement, but before that you formed in your rough work what do you need to find, that is the ratio of red to blue. Okay, so it is clear in your head. Okay, this is what I have to do. Then you broke it down in the form of statements. You came to know that the units are not the same, so you need to convert. You use the fact that 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters, so you converted 2.20 meter into centimeter by multiplying it with 100. Okay, which you got as 220 centimeter. Then you wrote red upon blue, you wrote 80 upon 220, and you got your answer. You simplified. Okay, so now the signal is green. Take 2 minutes to note it down and note any doubts that you have. Then I will give you some questions for you to take a break. Okay, coming back, I will clear the screen. Now something for you do, and the signal is green. Okay, the question is, you are given with Shubham's age. So Shubham's age today is 12 years. Okay, and his father's age, and his father's age is 42 years. Okay, now also it is given that Shubham's mother is younger than his father, is younger than his father by 6 years. मतलब जो शुभम की मम्मी है वो शुभम के पापा से 6 साल छोटी है, दैट इज यंगर। ओके, नाउ यू नीड टू फाइंड द फॉलोइंग रेशियोज, फाइंड ratios. Okay, first is ratio of ratio of Shubham's age to his mother's age today. Okay, his mother's age. Sorry for the handwriting. So first you need to find the ratio of Shubham's age to his mother's age. You have been given with the age of Shubham, you have been given with the age of Shubham's father, and you have been given the fact that शुभम की मम्मी शुभम के पापा से 6 साल छोटी है, तो आप शुभम की मम्मी की एज निकालेंगे एंड फिर ये रेशियो निकाल सकते हैं। ओके, एंड द सेकेंड इज रेशियो ऑफ mother's age, that is Shubham's mother's age to father's age. Okay, you have to find first the ratio of Shubham's age to his mother's age, and second we find the ratio of Shubham's mother's age to Shubham's father's age. Okay, you will make rough column first of all, and while you solve you have to write statements. Okay, don't find the answer in just one line, you have to write the statements as I did in the previous screen. Okay, so rough column and statements, and then you are done. Okay, all the best.